I am fuming right now. I am so mad I'm shaking.
Alright, so here we are in Phu My. Phu My is the name of the port that is here in Vietnam. We are about 2 hours away from Ho Chi Minh City, which is where we were told we were going. So we're kind of disappointed. Today we just decided to get off the ship, like just see what was literally right off the ship. And this is about all they have to offer. It's this little stand right here. So needless to say, we're a little disappointed in what our options are. And it stinks really bad here, like industrial stuff, like coal. It's just clearly an industrial port that they brought us to. It would be a 2-hour shuttle ride, plus about $45 a person just to get us into town, and then 2 hours back. So I think we're gonna skip that for today, save it for tomorrow, and we'll hang out in this industrial wasteland. It smells really bad.
It looks like you're pretty much pigeonholed it into paying the $45 per person to get into Ho Chi Minh City. Royal Caribbean needs to work on the transparency of what they're offering when it comes to the ports.
So yeah, not to trash talk Royal Caribbean, but if you yourself are thinking about taking a cruise that might come to Ho Chi Minh City, please be aware that they're gonna get you near Ho Chi Minh City and have you in an industrial port. So Da Nang was very, very similar as well. So do your research. So
when you pay a lot of money for a vacation and on the website it says your destinations are Da Nang, Ho Chi Minh City, those types of things, and the ship stops and you get out and you're not in Ho Chi Minh City and you're not in Da Nang, then to me that's false advertisement. And when you pay a lot of money, you expect what is promised to you. So we're not trying to complain, we're just really disappointed. We put a lot of money and time and effort into planning and taking this trip, and we're just super disappointed that it's not what was promised.
what options are available for us to go into?
It's just 2 of us. We're not bringing our kids.
Do you know how much a taxi costs from here?
It's very expensive.
750?
Yeah. According to the information we got from our port agent here. It's crazy. 65 kilometers doesn't cost that much.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's charging you that much.
Because they can.
Because they can.
Yeah.
Some tours are sold out, not this one, not this one, not this one. So all the others, this is availability here.
Okay.
And the price is on this card.
Okay.
So yeah, you can take a look.
Yeah.
And then if we decide we want to book with it, we'll just get back in line to book
Yeah, book it, we'll print the tickets right away for you.
Ho Chi Minh City highlights, it's $100 a person. We'd be better off to just go get a taxi and do what we want.
No, a taxi is
150 each
single,
way.
yeah, single trip.
Oh,
So
okay.
$300 to go from the port we got dropped off at into the city.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. All right, let's go sit down.
Okay.
Thank you. So we just wanted to take a second, I guess, to vent just on our own behalf about how this is going. So if we do one of these tours, we're looking at $100 a person to just ride around on a tour bus and have somebody tell me about architecture that I just don't care about.
Yeah.
I want to go out and I want to see it and I want to document it with my camera the way that my eye sees it, so that I can create my own memories. I don't want somebody else to tell me how to remember it. I know I'm really opinionated on this, but I have the right to be when I paid almost $4,000 for them to drop me off at an industrial port and then tell me I still owe them $300 to go do more. It just seems that the cruise line has definitely treated this as an experiment. Another thing we've noticed is every time we stop in Vietnam, all sorts of Vietnamese military get on the ship
With their families.
with their families, and they're eating in the dining facilities, and they're enjoying the environment. It's not
okay.
it's okay, but you can tell that it's a relationship building thing. They're not here for security purposes or immigration purposes or anything like that. It's very much so, come aboard, enjoy the fruits of everything so that we can schmooze you, so that we can continue to come back here. You know, if we decided not to get off and go do anything in the port, well, shouldn't the ship still be trying to entertain us and keep us happy? And the answer to this particular circumstance is no. All the attractions are closed down. All the stores are closed down. Half the restaurants are closed down. Most of the bars are closed down. The kids' play pool area that you guys saw in yesterday's video closed down. So we're not big complainers, but I just don't feel like anything that we've paid for is what was advertised. They said they were going to bring us to Ho Chi Minh City, and no, we are at the Phu My Port, which is 2 hours away from the city. Like,
That's too far
And
to
the-
say that that's where we're bringing.
Additionally, there's a bunch of visa fees. So I understand that you travel internationally, you need to pay for a visa at that country. But this particular cruise, I've been monitoring that since before we left. And Royal Caribbean was advertising that if you were going to Hong Kong, you did not need a visa, which we didn't. That was nice. But then, the night we got on board, they automatically charged all four of us $25 a head for a visa to get into Sanya, China. So we paid $100 just to go into that dump. And the kids didn't even get off the ship.
And they took our money for them anyway.
Yeah, they took the money for them anyway.
And we've cruised with Royal Caribbean before, and we did a Caribbean cruise, and that's why I think we have seen what is like when you get to the port, you're at the location. We've seen the good side, and I feel like this is nothing compared to the cruise that we have been on. It's completely different. It's completely backwards. We're being nickeled and dimed to death. It's a really big letdown because we paid a lot of money for this.
The biggest difference that I've noticed between cruising in the Caribbean with Royal Caribbean, where they're very established, or even going from California to Hawaii, which is another cruise that we've been on, is these are well-developed, well-established tourist concepts. And I know, you know, in doing some research before this cruise that I did, like, cruising in Asia is kind of a new concept, and I cannot help but feel like a guinea pig. Fortunately, we're on a great ship. Like, the ship is brand new, and the staff is incredible. Like, I totally expected Royal Caribbean to like muzzle their employees because they know that they're selling a kind of subpar product to the customer, because there are many disgruntled customers aboard.
Yeah.
But the staff is amazing. That they're all saying it too. You know,
Yeah.
they are being shortchanged in their time off. Because there's nothing to do to go out and entertain them. We were talking about how there's like international relationship building happening. So if that background noise you're hearing, well, I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. So these are a bunch of Vietnamese military officers and their families that have been welcomed aboard to have fun and enjoy themselves, which whatever. But yeah, they're definitely here to have fun and enjoy themselves. caught my little man dancing. So cute. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do tonight. Might involve finding other people that are just as disgruntled about the way this is going and just sharing our stories. It's a real shame that we seriously spent an entire day of the 7 days either thinking about or going out and seeing just exactly how the cruise line fell short. And but nevertheless, we got family at least, right? And we got more food than we could possibly ever eat. So we don't really have any real problems. So we're gonna try to find something to do tonight to salvage that experience. Right about meow after we drop off the kids at the kids club.
I do not want to go to the zoo. It is mine. Mom, I do not want to go to his cup. This is my cup. Mama, I do not want to go to the kids club. This is my kids club.
Every freaking time.
As soon as he sees the logo for the kids club, which is called like Adventure Ocean, I do not want to go. I do not want to go every single time.
I don't want to go.
I know. But guess what? There's lots of kids in there.
Lots of kids.
I
Want to see? Come here.
So far, that is the most improved response we've seen out of him. He was totally fine until the little door opened and they carried him in. And then he started freaking out and crying and didn't want to go. How's it feel?
Good.
Do you ever have a day that you feel less beautiful than the last?
Every morning.
Do you ever have a day that you just know you're fierce and on fire?
Not since I was about 21.
What's your favorite card in a deck of cards?
Queen.
Of?
Spades.
Why?
Because the ace of spades.
So why don't you like the ace of spades?
Alright, I guess I can look that way. I'm just so used to pulling them out of the deck whenever you play.
What's your favorite place in the world you've ever been?
I don't know.
Was it Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam?
It was Phu My
The
Port.
So we're out looking for things to do, and we found the flow rider that it's open, and we're just watching other people on the flow rider tonight. I think tonight's just like one of those nights you're on vacation and
Just kind of chilling.
you just kind of miss home a little bit, actually. Like being on vacation and being a little bit homesick, I think is kind of natural. You hit a point where you get a little tired of traveling and living out of your suitcase and things like that, and I kind of feel like we've hit that just a little bit today. But tomorrow we are going to go into Ho Chi Minh City. We found a tour that's going to work for us. But in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe so you can see any future vlogs that we're able to put out and see how this cruise ends and how this entire vacation ends.
I know we've really talked it up, guys.
Yeah. But don't forget to give it a like if you found it helpful. I don't know, whatever. We'll see you guys in the next vlog. Just wave.
Check us out on our social media. Toodaloo.